The morning sun filtered through her apartment blinds, but it brought no warmth. She woke up with a single, clear directive echoing in her mind. His voice. "Nothing you aren't ready to give." The words repeated in her head, smooth and unyielding, matching the exact rhythm of her breathing. She stood before the mirror, looking at the silver padlock. She promised herself she would stay distant today. She would remain entirely detached. But as she adjusted her corporate blazer, her fingers moved automatically, gently tracing the cold metal outline against her collarbone. The familiar rush of absolute, focused calm flooded her veins, settling her doubts before the workday had even begun. At the office, the atmosphere was thick with unspoken pressure. The blank white paper strategy had worked flawlessly. The rival company's stock prices were in a freefall, and their internal board was completely fractured. But Anaya couldn't focus on the market victory. At 2:15 p.m., Mr. Raven called her into the main executive war room. The blinds were drawn. The digital screens projected sharp blue lines of data across his tailored black suit. He didn't hand her a digital file. Instead, he placed a small, polished silver key on the glass table between them. "The final phase requires absolute, undivided focus. Anaya," he said, his deep voice vibrating through the quiet room. "Take the key. Go to the lower archives. You will find exactly what your next step is." She looked at the key. She wanted to question the assignment. She wanted to ask what was waiting inside the secure archives. But as his intense eyes locked onto hers, her analytical mind felt remarkably quiet, empty of resistance, filled only with his specific direction. "Yes, Mr. Raven," she heard herself say, her voice sounding softer, more deliberate than usual. She took the key and walked down to the building's restricted basement level. The air down there was cold, smelling of concrete and iron. She found the vault door, inserted the silver key, and stepped inside the dimly lit space. On the central steel desk sat a single black folder with her name on it. Inside were detailed timelines of her own professional career, her hours, her habits, her exact routines. And right next to the folder was a distinct, metallic, geometric spiral insignia engraved directly into the center of the desk. Her heart began to race, but the silver padlock around her neck instantly